Hey, what's going on, everyone? This video, if you are really serious about understanding narcissists and how to get out of it, this is probably my most important video that I've ever made. I know it's long, but I put the pieces together in a way that you will understand something that you've never understood. It's rough, I get it. This video is long, but if you really want to understand what's going on and why you're still going back to the narcissist, watch this video and you will have it crystal clear, especially by the very end. By the very last few minutes, I put the pieces together. You're like, no shit. I promise you, you're going to understand something that you've never understood before. It's never been said this way, and no one has introduced this yet. It's the whole reason why you keep hoping the narcissist is going to change, that they're going to love you. It's the whole reason why you give them another chance, and it's the whole reason why you can't stop thinking about them. Watch the video. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. I'm in kind of more mellow mood than I'm normally in. I think I'm usually fired up, you know. But there's something that came up. There's a question that someone had asked me about 2 days ago. So it was about 1 or 2 videos ago before this one. And it was Demi Gaines, or Demi Gaines. I'm not sure how to pronounce her first name. Got the window open. I hope that's not too loud. So she asked an important question, but I want to kind of go to the title of this video first and then ask a question. Then I'll actually read off what she asked, and then I wrote something. I made a video about it, but I think this video is going to make it clearer because I realized I didn't get the message across in that video I made a while back. It's been months. So the title of this video is going to be, "Are you in love with the narcissist?" The answer is actually going to shock you, okay? So let's take a deep breath. Let's get this candle going here. If you guys want to get your tea or get a coffee or something, this one's going to be I don't think it's going to be long, but it's not going to be a short video. But I think it's going to be, I think for some of you, it's probably going to be the most important video because I know a lot of you are struggling. Get my white sage going here. Here's the candle, by the way. It's our community candle. Of our little thing. So we're gonna get the sage. Wow, kind of got a lot going there today. All right, I think that's enough. All right, so here's the first question before I get to hers. Here's my question, and if you want, go ahead and make a response in the comment section below. So my first question is, and this isn't really the question, it's kind of leading up. So first of all, how long have you been completely no contact with a narcissist? Okay. And if you haven't block them on everything. Everything. Make it crystal clear you don't ever want. Look, the reason why I'm making this video, I had a couple of people actually watch my last 2 videos. I made it uber clear, like, look, you've got to get away from these people. They don't change. And people are sending me emails just being like, well, what can I do to get them to change? And I'm thinking, you don't. You're going in the wrong direction. So this is going to answer why they would even ask that question. This is, okay, this is an important video. I'm jump to it. So here's the thought that came up as somebody was talking. It was, do you feel better when you wake up every morning since you've completely blocked and gone no contact? Now, if it's only been the first 2 or 3 or 4 months, maybe even as much as 6 months, you might not be feeling that much better, okay? So this is my own question. I am actually interested in this because I think some of you, well, I know some of you are still hurting, and there's a reason why. And my response to Demi answers that question, and it's going to shock some of you, okay? So I'm going to jump right into it. So a lot of you, I'm just going to say, a lot of you want the narcissist back. You do. You're like, well, if they just come back and if they're just nice to me this time, if they're loving and supportive and kind. No, they don't, okay? Here's what happened. You are separated from yourself. If you're hurting inside, you're separated from yourself. Now, here's the cool thing. Adam is a client that I worked with about 2 or 3, I think it was 3 years ago. It's been a while. I think it's been more than 2 years. In the very beginning, he's male, he's a businessman, very left brain, and here I'm teaching him, like, you got to love yourself. You got to It's something called internal awareness, where you connect with yourself. You drop down inside and you just expand and you connect. And I said, look, man, you've really got to learn how to connect with yourself. And he literally was like, what are you talking about? This is weird. And I teach him the techniques. This is weird. And you see, here's the thing. The left brain looks at this stuff like, what? This is so, what? This doesn't even make sense, man. It doesn't, but it's what heals you. It absolutely, I know, because I've done it. Here's the cool thing. Adam responded quite enthusiastically to the last video. I think it was the very last video before this one. And he thinks, he goes, well, yeah, I was a narcissist, and narcissists need to know they got to learn to love themselves. And that is true, though. But Adam's not a narcissist. Adam was a hurt man. That's what he was probably hurt by a narcissist. So that's another story. I'm not going to get into that right now. So the good news is he finally, out of here, it's what happens to a lot of men, especially. It's just like, oh, this is weird. Internal awareness. What's that? They finally start doing it when they've tried everything else, when they've gone to the therapist, gone to the coaching, done all this work. I've been doing energy healing for a long time now. Adam finally started to do it years later. He has been responding to me for about 3 weeks to 4 weeks now. Radically shifted his energy. You can feel the love coming from this guy. It's incredible. Like, this is a revelation. This has changed my life. He's been emailing me long emails, which is cool. So he's had a radical transformation, and that's what you need to have. So now I'm just going to dive into it. I'm not going to cut to the chase. All right, let me get some water to me. I'm going to do a lot of reading, okay? So this is important because I have it all here. Please listen to this video. So Demi says, good morning. Thank you for sharing. I finally disconnected from the narcissist, blocking this person. I'm having some sadness. Is that normal? Yes. But the reason why, it's a 180-degree flip, and you're like, wait, what? Yeah. So the question is, are you in love with a narcissist? I'm going to answer that at the end, okay? So I said, yes, it's 100% normal. It's because they mirrored you. This is important. What they did in the early stage, called the love bombing stage, which usually lasts about 3 months or possibly more. In this phase, they copy you. This is a very animal, predatory thing to do. Some animals use animals and sea creatures and stuff like that, and even insects, okay? Some animals use false camouflage and mirroring techniques, including they will look, there's a certain, I think it's a butterfly, it'll make itself look exactly like this other butterfly. And I think the monarch has 2 big circles that look like eyes, like a predator's eyes, to scare off enemies, okay? There's all kinds of camouflaging, mirroring techniques that are going on in Mother Nature. Okay, this is a very animalistic thing that these narcissists are doing. Predatorial, okay? So let me just read it. So some animals use false camouflage mirroring techniques, including looking exactly like the very prey they are hunting down to kill, to destroy. So what they do, now they mirror them. They become exactly like, so this is the predator, and they're going to hunt this animal or person down. They'll mirror them. They'll match them. They'll be just like them. There's a reason why. And this, you're going to like this. It's going to answer your question. So what they do is they become, camouflage you like the very prey they're hunting down to kill. They become exactly like the prey and to destroy. So what they do is they become you. There's an awesome message here. They study you literally like a predator. Before they met you, they asked people about you, what you like, what you are like as a person, the things you do, your hobbies, the things you like and don't like, etc. They found you on social media, or even asked you for social media, asked you to, match up on social media, okay? And they studied the words you use in your writings. So even if they don't know you, they might follow you on Instagram. They might find your website, your blog, your Facebook page, and especially if you do, what they're doing, they're not reading, wow, that's really cool that you went to the beach today, man. Oh, that's so cool that you petted a shark. I actually pet a shark. So they don't give a shit about that. What they're doing is they're studying the structure of your language, what you're doing unconsciously. Again, how do I know this? I'm an NLP trainer. That's what we're taught to do. That's how we help you overcome your fears and pains and shame and guilt and narcissist abuse. This is how we heal you. But narcissists reverse everything and use it. How can I hurt this person and take advantage and manipulate them? Okay? So they found you on social media, or even asked you for your social media, and studied the words you use, the songs you like, even your values, including your unconscious values. So they're looking for your rules, values, and beliefs. And there's a reason why. It is a master art of mirroring someone. Okay, it is the perfect reflection. All right. Then they spit all this back at you for weeks and weeks and weeks, and this is during the love bombing phase. This really is the love bombing. You think it's they took you out to dinner and they paid for everything. They bought you a gift, they bought you a ring, they bought you a necklace, they bought you that fur coat, they took you on vacation, they made love to you every night. And they will take the love making away because they want to make you beg for it, because it's all about power. A narcissist is more about getting power than they are pleasure, believe it or not. Power to them over someone is more important than an orgasm, believe it or not. So they use sex as a tool. So then they spit all your rules, values, and beliefs back at you. Then they do it for weeks and weeks during the love bombing phase, and then this person is just like, and then you think, oh my God, this person's just like me. So, you guys are on your first or second date and their phone goes off and the ringtone is your favorite song. And you're thinking, wow, another coincidence. That's my favorite song. They're like, really? That's my favorite song. It wasn't their fucking favorite song. Or they might put in a CD with your favorite song on there, or not, now it's in MP3 files and stuff. And they start playing the music, and you're like, this is my favorite band. And you're like, oh my God, it's not. They studied you. It's all a fucking Hollywood act. And action. It's fake. It's all fake, and it's all bullshit. They're just acting. It's not who they are at all. Okay? So you go, oh my God, this person's just like me. They really love me. They even play your favorite song on their stereo, download it, starting whatever. In your ringtone, so you think like, oh my God, we are like, twin flames and all, and they pull that bullshit on you. Because a lot of you, warning, if someone keeps telling you that they're your twin flame, I fucking swear to God, they are a narcissist. Only a narcissist will continually say that, okay? So I put, you are not. It was all a Hollywood acting job. It's not real. But now here's the trick. But your body believes it's real. Your body has a chemical releases, feelings and emotions about this person from the initial dating, love bombing phase stage. Your unconscious mind, your body believes that this person loves you and wants those same feelings back. Okay, so your body does. In other words, you are chemically addicted to this person. It's not real. So now that you are chemically addicted to this person, they take that love bombing away from you. They stop treating you good. They stop matching your rules, values, and beliefs. Those are the most powerful ways to gain rapport with someone's unconscious mind. That's what they taught us. So they take that away. They take the lovemaking away. They take the hugs and the kisses and the speaking very well of you in front. Because remember in the beginning, in the love bombing, everyone they introduced you to, it was like you were a fucking god. Like they walk on fucking, like they act like you walk on water, and everyone's like, wow, who is this person, man? It's a little over the top. Well, they take all that away, and then they start to embarrass you and say, do that smirk thing. They humiliate you in front of your friends, in front of their friends, or they do this little cut. They are the pros, okay? So they take away the love bombing. Well, here's what happens. What you have to understand is this chemical addiction is like, it's the most powerful addiction in the world, because it's not an external drug. It's not something you smoke. It's released by your own brain and your own body processes because of what they're doing. But there's, again, good news. So instead, they purposely hurt you. They take away the love bombing, and they purposely hurt you and punish you severely and blatantly. If they cheat, watch this. If they cheat on you, now listen closely. They want you to know. They want to get caught because they want to hurt you bad. The whole reason they cheated on you was so you would find out, so it would hurt you bad. I don't think anything hurts anyone worse than knowing they got cheated on by someone they loved. Because they know you are addicted to them. Okay, so they do this blatantly because they know that you are chemically addicted. Okay? They know that they can punish you and get away with it. They get to the point to where they do it on purpose and they make it obvious, and they want to make sure that you know that they know that they're doing it on purpose. And that's when they smirk. They're like, I got this fucker hooked. And they are relentless. That's when they go in for the kill. Okay? So, at this point, they will only give you a tiny morsel. So, they will embarrass you in front of your friends and family. Even your, here's the thing is, you got to remember, a narcissist gets a high. My last video talks about the rush, the chemical addiction that the narcissist gets from doing this to you. Okay? From hurting you. They will do it in front of your friends and family, knowing that you will literally defend them. You will literally stand up to, no, he didn't mean it. Oh, you misunderstand him. Oh, there's another side to him and all that bullshit, right? Or her. Okay, it could be female too. The reason why they do this is the second part, is because the further they push the envelope, the more of a rush that they get. It's all about their chemical addiction too. They have to get that rush, that predatorial hunting down the prey and then toying with the prey. They love that. And the thing is, you're thinking like, well, wait a minute, but why would they do it in front of the friends and family? Because the greater the risk, the more the rush. You get it? They're sick. But here's the thing though, they already know at this point in time, I'm gonna blow this out. Sorry, smoke's kind of getting to me. They already know, oh my God, that's a lot of smoke. At this point in time, you're so addicted, you'll literally defend them. You'll stand up for them. And your friends and family will get frustrated because here's what you do. You always run back to them crying, oh my God, they cheated on me, or they did this. And you're crying, and your friends are like, you need to get away from this person. This person's bad for you. Oh my God. And then you don't understand him. And then now your friends are going, what the fuck now? At the same time, the narcissist is in between you and the friend, in your family and friends, and saying, well, Sarah called you or whatever. See, the narcissist knows that you guys are going to get in a fight because the friends and family are trying to say, you need to get away from this fucking person. And then the narcissist comes in knowing that you guys had heated arguments and stuff because you go back to them and say, oh my God, I can't believe them. They don't understand you. And so then the narcissist will start using that as tools, as fuel, to now turn them against you, saying, well, so-and-so said this about you and they came home after your heated argument. All right? This is a real mind fuck what these people are doing. So let's get back to the chemical addiction. So they begin to punish and humiliate and shame you in many ways and play massive, massive mind games because they know they will get away with it blatantly in your face and in front of your friends and family because you still crave that love bombing chemical. It is a drug addiction. It's like a drug addict. That addiction to the love bombing phase. At this point, they will only give you a tiny morsel of that, a tidbit once in a great while, just enough to keep you around, to keep you addicted. This is called the breadcrumbing. So once they get addicted, they just punish you, and they punish you, and they hurt you, they humiliate you, they embarrass you, and then they give you just a little bit to give you hope. Yeah, they still love me, and then they punish you, and you're like, okay, well, I got a little morsel, and they're going to love me again. And then once in a great while, they might do something big for you. You're like, oh, they do love me. It's this up and down fucking roller coaster fucking ride, right? And then they go back to punishing you and humiliating you and hurting you and letting you down and setting you up and pulling that rug out from underneath you and on and on and on. Okay, so here's the thing about this chemical. It's a chemical drug addiction that your body releases into your system so you never break the addiction. Okay, that's why they keep, it's like giving you heroin, right when you're about to break the addiction, they give you a little bit more to keep it going. Once you take it, now you start the cycle all over, and it's going to take a long time to break the addiction, and that's why you got to break it now. You've got to break it. So it's exactly like a heroin user who stops using heroin for a month or so, And then his buddy convinces us just to take a tiny little shot or hit or whatever you call it. You will never break the addiction if you keep taking little shots. And the narcissist knows this. That's why they do it. Break free and break free forever. So then Demi asks, she goes, "Thank you for sharing. You're absolutely right. I was punished within a month and years of the silent treatment." Oh yeah, she said read more. Sorry, let me click that. "This almost ran me crazy, almost made me crazy. I'm so glad to be finally out of this abuse." Okay, well, you might still have the chemical addiction, but I'm going to get to the good part of this. So I've said the short version, but it's not short. What I'm saying is the reason you still care about them, love them, and want to be with them is because they tricked your mind and heart. What they were doing, and this is in the mirroring, your rules, your values, beliefs, matching you, you know, the ringtones. "Oh my God, that's my favorite song. Oh, that's my favorite band. Oh my God, it's my favorite food." They learned it from someone, or they overheard you, or they saw it on your social media, or whatever. Okay, it's bullshit. It was not their favorite food. That is not their favorite song, etc. Okay. So the reason you still care about them, and you know what? Let me shut that. The reason you still care about them, love them, and want to be with them is because they tricked your mind and heart. What they were doing was a very good job of acting, using your rules, values, and beliefs and key words to make your unconscious mind fall in love with them. But there's them? Hold on, this is going to shock you. What you really fell in love with is yourself. That is the super, super good news. Number one, you were never in love with them, ever. Because that's not who they are. It's you. All that stuff that they did, from their favorite food happened to be your favorite food, to the favorite ringtone or the favorite song on their ringtone, to the favorite band, to the favorite movie, to feeding back rules and values and beliefs like, "Oh, you know, world peace is so important to me." And you're like, "Oh my God, world peace is like the most important thing to me." Or let's say it's love. Love is like the most important thing in the world to me. And you're like, "Me too." Or it could be art, or maybe it could be square dancing, not square dancing, but country dancing, line dancing, or, you know, who knows what it is. It's not. That's you. That's why you're looking at this person going, "My God, this person, we get along so well. It's like we like the same restaurants, we like the same music, we like it." It seems unbelievable, doesn't it? Because it is. All right. So you were never in love with them because that's not who they are. That's you. They became a mirror of you. I'm just going to cut to the chase. You fell in love with you. That's good. That's really fucking good. The good news, okay. The good news is you actually do love you. But they're narcissists. If you watch my last two videos, I talk about it. But there's something I call the triangle of death that I put a long time ago in videos, about a month, 2 months ago. They did something called anchoring, where whenever you went after your favorite food, your favorite song, you had a goal and dream, or you list of goals. What they do is they connect pain to this, and then it comes back and it hits you in your body, and it hurts. And once they anchor, it's called linking that in neurologically. They don't have to hurt you anymore when you think of that stuff. "Oh, that's a stupid idea. Oh, that's dumb." They don't have to do that, because now unconsciously you're doing that to yourself, and it literally stings you in your solar plexus and your chest and belly area. Okay? So we got a little thing going on here. So here's what happened was, the reason why they were drawn to you in the beginning is because you had something that they didn't have. What do you think that is? You loved yourself. You had self-love. Well, okay, a friend of mine in my early 20s said, "Do you know what I noticed about you, Mike?" Because now he's known me since middle school. I'm like, "What's that?" He goes, "You're always happy." I'm like, and now I was actually really hurt. It was actually a narcissist. It was my ex. He had hurt me really bad, like really bad. And I'm looking at him like, "The fuck you?" I'm sitting here telling you about what happened yesterday and why I'm so hurt. And he's, no. He goes, "Everyone says that about you. You're like, no matter what happens, you're like the happiest dude in the world." He goes, "The only time that you're not happy is when someone goes out of their way to purposely hurt you because you're happy." He goes, other than that, if people leave you alone, like, you are like the happiest person I've ever seen. I thought about it. God, that's true. You've got that too. The reason why the narcissist went after you is because you had something that they've wanted their entire life. Self-love. Happiness. They want to be happy, but they can't. That's why they stay stuck. Technically, it's over here, but you feel it here in your neurological brain. They escape from their body and are up here because they have so much pain down here. They have a lot of self-hate, tons of self-doubt, and all that stuff I'm saying, they try to, God, this mirroring thing is a wicked fucking thing. Because what they do is once you fall in love with them, they turn the mirror and now they project who they are onto you. Do you get it? And what happens is it's such an unconscious thing. They anchor all this stuff and they even change your beliefs around to what their beliefs are, and now you're miserable. All you remember is the love bombing phase. You remember how much you felt love from them in the first few months, and you want that back. Because on top of it, now you don't feel good about yourself. You get this sting every time you think about a dream or a goal or something you want to do just for that day. And it hurts every single fucking time. So you think, but they've got the answer. What they did to you is what they walk around on a daily basis. They're looking for somebody who is a loving person because they do want to feel love. They want you to love them. And then once you do love them and they get you addicted to them, then they put their sting on you and now you don't love yourself. And now you keep thinking, if I can just get this person back. No, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's an illusion. It's not real. It's not real at all. You already do love yourself. The flipping of the mirror, even the beginning mirror effect wasn't real. When they were doing this, you thought that you fell in love with some other person. No, you didn't. Hold on. You fell in love with you. I didn't do that right, sorry. You fell in love with you. Sorry. I know it's showing the camera, but you never fell in love with them. You never fell in love with them. What happened was you were walking around happy and in love and things were feeling good and they saw that. A narcissist has a belief, and here's the thing, it's not even true. When you're in your left brain, you have an either-or mentality. You truly believe that if somebody has something, then I must take it from them. Right now, if a narcissist is listening this far, they're going to be, you're so full of shit, dude. No, let me say the second part. Sorry, I didn't say this part. They believe that if you have self-love and they don't have it, that means they have to take it from you. And then you can't have it. That's their belief. They have an either or. Either you have self-love or I have self-love and I fucking want it. In their mind, if you still have self-love, then they think, well, then if you've got it, then I don't. That is an illusion in their mind. It is not fucking real. If we can get a narcissist to understand that you can have self-love when people around you, including your spouse, girlfriend, or whoever, has self-love, they would finally realize, wait, so I don't have to make them hurt themselves? I'm like, no, you don't. All right? Narcissists are really fucked up creatures. And, you know, this is the first time I've said that. I don't mean that in a derogatory, hateful way. I mean it in a, I don't know what the word, maybe a therapeutic way, an honest way. They're fucked up. They're really fucked up people. You cannot and will not fucking change them. Please give up on that. You would have to be the master healer, trainer, therapist, angel. I mean, you would have to be so trained and so fucking good at it. Here's the funny thing. I have a feeling that might be one of my destinies on my path and on this thing in life, that I actually will be able to do it, because what I've been doing for 30 years is teaching people how to fall back in love with themselves. It's called internal awareness. It's a series of techniques, and I work with them. I use my energy to help them shift and reconnect with their energy. It is a really masterful work that I do with people, and Adam's a perfect example. Adam came to me and he was one hurting soul. So Let me read the rest of this off and we'll wrap this up. I want to make sure I get everything there. Trust me, you don't love them. You never did. In fact, you have no idea who they are. Yeah, this is good. You have no idea who they are. They don't have any idea who they are. This is awesome. Nobody does. The last person who they went after is in love with a totally radically different version of who that narcissist is, because that narcissist became that person. Do you get it? This is gonna blow your mind. All right. Hold on, where am I? Okay, so because that narcissist became that person, took on that person's rules, values, and beliefs, their tones, their voice, their body language, their key words, their key phrases, everything. And the person before that the narcissist was with was a totally different person. The narcissist literally is an empty vessel. This is important for you to understand. They don't have anybody inside. They don't have their own personality. They don't know who they are. That's why they glom onto everyone around them. They become that person. Okay, blah, blah, and the person before that? Okay, so the narcissist is literally an empty vessel. There's nothing inside of them. There is no person or personality. It's called an empty meat bag for a reason. You ever heard that phrase in the empath narcissist communities where people making videos about narcissists? Like literally, like it's a skeleton with meat on it walking around. There's nothing inside, and I am not kidding. I'm not kidding. So there is no person or personality. They're an empty vessel. I saw this inside of my last narcissist, and it was nothing but darkness. It scared the shit out of me. It really did. Emptiness all the way down to the bad place, down to hell. All right? I'm serious. Just pure darkness. If you were to get together and sit down with the last two victims, this is important. If you were to get together and sit down with the last two victims of the narcissist at a table, you would all look at each other lost and confused. And all of you would be saying, no, that's not who he is at all. That's not who the narcissist is. That's not the way they are at all. They would never do that. And they do it this way. Or they don't believe that. They don't value that. They hate that food. You guys would be looking at each other like we must be talking about a totally different person. No. Let's say there's three people. I think you already got it, but I'm going to make it cool. When they're with this person, they become this person. So let's say this person loves Chinese food, but hates Mexican food, let's say. But then they get with this person who loves Mexican food, but hates Chinese food, right? But then they get with this person who hates both Mexican food and Chinese food, but loves Italian food. When you guys sit down at the table, you're like, no, he fucking hates that food. Are you sure this person in this picture? That's how pervasive narcissists are. They become the people that they're around, right? So my point in saying that is this. Who did you fall in love with? Are you in love with the narcissist? No. You're in love with yourself. And that's the good news. I've been helping people learn how to fall back in love with themselves since I went through my awakening well over 25 years ago. That's what an awakening is. When you reconnect with yourself fully and completely. And then you open up. You open up to your intuition. You open up to your internal power. You open up to all kinds of stuff. So let me wrap this up. Okay. You would finally realize the person you were dealing with was a completely, radically different person than they knew. Talking about the three people. That person you were dealing with was you. I mean, the good stuff okay, this is good. This is really good. I mean, the good stuff in the beginning. The monster you all dealt with was the same version. Okay, now watch this. God just taught this. Well, okay, no, I'll read that part. Okay, this was not shorter. So let me wrap this up. Here's the point. In the love bombing phase, the thing that you want most from the narcissist, that's you. That's what you already have the love. You had the love before you met the narcissist. Now, the monster part, that's not you. But that's what the narcissist does when they do what I call turn the mirror, and they project their darkness onto you, all the mean stuff, and you start to believe, oh, maybe I'm the narcissist. Oh my God, maybe it's no, it's not you. No, that's them. It's a real mind twist that these people do to you. I want to wrap this up with this. I want to make this crystal clear. You never fell in love with a narcissist. So Evie, Demi, whoever else is saying, I talked to them, or I let them, talk to me, or we went for a walk. Oh my God. And I know why you're doing it though. I know it's because you want that love back, because you feel so bad. And that's the thing. If you're feeling bad, it's because you have that, I call it the death triangle that they set up, that they separated from you. That's one of the things they want to do before they leave you. In their mind, it's like there's one crystal, okay? And you have it. You've got that love inside. You're pure. You're this beautiful being. And they want to feel that way. So they think they got to take it from you. And in order for them to believe that, they have to turn you and get you to do that unconscious self-hating on yourself. Once they get that, then they're like, oh, okay, I guess I must have the crystal, and they must have the self-hate. So now I get to walk away feeling good about myself. But the problem is when they walk away, they never had the crystal. The crystal is still inside of you. And that's why I keep this crystal right below. I'm serious. I keep this crystal right below the camera. It's right there. It's in you. That love has always been inside you. When they walk away, they're like, where's the love? Where's the crystal? Where's the purity? What happened? And then they come back. And they think they must still have it. I must take it from them. And here, let me give it back. I'm giving it back. And that's why they hoover you again. Because after they've been away from you, their life went to shit. Their business went down. Suddenly their sales, they can't sell anymore and they don't know why. What it was unconsciously they became you, this very loving, aware, caring, good person that people like. And their business went up, their life went up. If they're a car salesman, they started making sales. And they're like, oh my God, I've got the magic, and now I'm going to leave with it, and I'm going to get rid of them. I'm going to, what do they call, discard this person because I don't need him anymore. And then after 2-3 days, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, at first they'll think it's bad luck. Well, why aren't people talking to me anymore? Because all of a sudden, everywhere you go, people would want to talk to them. Because when they're around you, they become like you. It's an unconscious thing. And all of a sudden, there you walking around. People like them. They go out to the clubs. They go to the restaurants. People want to date them. No, they're not dating them. They're dating you. They're dating your values. They're dating your persona. They're dating who you are as a person. The narcissist is acting still. They're acting like you. You get it? That's why they come back around, because they start to think different. They start to say things different. So everything goes up in their life. The problem is when they get away from you, that's all gone. They forget, what you would say, the way you would say it, and they don't have the ability to ask you, how would you deal with this situation? Oh God, my last narcissist, not just him but other ones, they would say, well, what would you do in this situation? They're like, so and so did this. And I go, oh, well, what you should do is, and I would say all this stuff, right? Well, that's who I am. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, when you're gone, they don't have that consultant anymore. They don't have that mentor, and that's what you were. You were their mentor. You were their literally professional consultant. That's why their social life suddenly took off. I'm going to end this video right here. I hope to God you understand something. You are the social being. You are that wonderful person. You are that person that people like. I know you may not feel that right. I think hopefully after this video you're realizing that though. I want to say before this video you probably didn't feel it back then. But I think right now you're like, wait a minute, no shit. I was like, yeah. Before you met the narcissist, you were that person who had friends, who had family, who had people that liked you. Fuck the narcissist. I'm sorry, but I've got no mercy for those fuckers. If they don't want to get therapy, if they don't want to get their shit together, hey, that's too bad. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if a narcissist really can get better. I think if anyone would have a chance on fixing a narcissist, that would be me. Because of what I've been teaching for over 27 years. I'm going to leave it at that, man. God bless you guys. I love you guys to death. If you guys want to donate to my channel, there is a donate button right down there. Or you can go to my website and buy one of the books. We have books from $7 on up. That's the women's books. But man, you read those 2 books, it's going to open your eyes. Click like, click subscribe, click the bell, and God bless you guys. I love you to death. I'll see you. Bye.